Battle control initialized.
Hey people, 5 Aces here. Picture this. I've just done some late night casting, and right 11 minutes into game 2, it dawned upon me. I had casted those games before. Here we are with the follow-up. This is RAGL Season 16 Finals, just in time for Season 17 to already be almost over, because my backlog is still, massive. Okay, we are in game number 3 between Blackened and Fazzar, a highly competitive series thus far. Game 1, kind of a stomp by Blackened. He went for a light tank push and completely shut down Fazzar. Game number 2 was a different beast. Fazzar held on against the aggression, went up to Yag Tech, and the Yags completely just obliterated the army of Blackened. That was the Ride of the Valkyries 2.0. That was just a thing of beauty. Here we are in map number 3. Island Fight is the name of the game. It is the one with the FCOM, and the FCOM harbors a gem mine, so this is problematic, to be honest. If you lose the FCOM, you basically lose the game. Rush distance is quite high, but it is still contentious. Plus, it's got 2 of those shoreline derricks. Gives a little bit of an incentive for allies to go for a tier 2 rush, because you can actually go for a helitrans and transport your engineer over. We've talked about naval balance before. Naval balance is still in the gutter, and that is by design. No matter how much you tinker around with the numbers, it doesn't change the fundamental issue that even if Soviets gain naval control, which they easily can because subs are good, bang for buck, they don't gain anything from it. There are no resources on the water. There is nothing, no incentive here. Oh, the dog leading the charge. No, not like this. And there goes the early game advantage for Soviets. Speaking of which, yeah, and even if you gain naval control, you've just sunk, Kappa Pride, a lot of assets into a unit that doesn't do anything. Your opponent is just going to go for a ground army and win the ground fight, where there's actual resources and expansions to be gained. So, conversely, if the allies win the naval battle, they do have destroyers in the shorelines, and the destroyers just bust their way through armor, and you know what's famously armored? War trucks. You know what's also the lifeline of your economy? That's right, it's war trucks. So that's a bit of a problematic combination, and there is no easy way of fixing this. Also, I've shared this anecdote in the previous cast, which I'm going to release as a bonus cast. Why am I sitting here at 10 PM casting OpenRA? This is the reason. I'm in the process of grading exams and I just need a break. Those are so terrible. I'm going to reread the first sentence. I quote, "I read an blog post about bushfires in Australia named Tourist on Fire, and I was shocked how people can be so inconscious." I basically know what that means. Some semblance of a language, but not one that is spoken commonly. And those are the types of texts I have to deal with right now, so OpenRA is certainly proving to be the better distraction here. Alrighty, where are we going with this? We've got the comm center up. We've got the gem mine expansions for both players, which is very smart, very prudent choice. And at the end of the day, it's just a ref here. Service depot for Fazzar. What is Blackened going for? Oh, Blackened is going for the move out again. That seems to be his MO nowadays. It's kind of a gatekeeper build. It's named that way, by the way, after Mr. Gatekeeper, who is no longer active in the community, but he was a very good player. And aggression was the name of the game for him, early game aggression to be specific. And his classic move was just taking one MCV, moving it across the map as if it were Kane's Wrath, and littering the map with refineries and barracks and nothing else. And then maybe a second war factory at some point down the line. But I rarely ever saw him tech. And if he did, it ended in disaster. For him, that is, because, he's the guy whose Hind license I had to revoke so many times throughout the years. Whenever he got his hands on Blackhawks, which back then were called Hinds, because there were Hinds in the original, but they were in the Soviet roster. To balance the air aspect, OpenRA gave them to the Allies and then subsequently rebranded them to Blackhawks. But when they were called Hinds, there was this very special gatekeeper move where whenever he got his hands on tech, he would just fly his hinds over enemy infantry and lose them all for absolutely zero gain. Okay, the army is revealed. Fazzar is going mass refinery still. He is going heavy tanks as well, so he's got a nice little front line, but army advantage right now should be with Blackened. Yeah, by a long shot. 3k lead. He's going for an APC push. We've got the faction, kind of a mirror match this time around. No faction reversal, because both are playing as Soviets. Oh, first APC being donated over for free. But the army has been revealed, and he has to reposition. He must find a better angle, because this one ain't it. Just some more tanks. No sign of tech. Ooh, a Tesla coil. He's playing as Ukraine, though, so no chance of a Tesla rush. One thing you can do that's kind of cool, if you're playing as Russia, you go for mass flak trucks and you just pretend it's light vehicle play. But then you retain your flak trucks. I mean, the trick to it is retaining them, and then you immediately transition over into Tesla tanks and 4 war factories if the economy allows for it. And then things start getting insane. Okay, it's just a scouting APC. Then things start getting insane because the flak truck Tesla tank combo is so mobile and so good at kiting. If you've got the APM to spare to always keep them on the edge and, you know, zap away at units, they can get value for free and you can never ever engage into them. Whenever the player who has this combination unlocked is going has got the APM and has got the map awareness to kite them and is going to move them all the time, there is just no way. There's no way to engage in them. What are the tanks doing here? Something's a little messed up here with the front line. Okay, Flamers are doing a good job though. Here is the counter push. Oh my lord. Heralded by 7 APCs and a massive amount of infantry to boot. The gem mine has been destroyed. Oh, the front lines are still... they're out of position. Infantry were not in just yet. So this is a tough defense here. But the last tank is coming in just on time, just in the nick of time. And it feels like Fazzar has got this defense, yeah. He still has 1 more heavy tank to soak up all the damage. And that is all she wrote. What a beautiful hold, but also a misplay from Blackened because the APCs were far, far too forward. Okay, Tesla coil being revealed, taking a jab at the comm center. There she goes. This expansion will be dismantled, and talked about this before, losing your gem mines can be absolutely critical here. Counter push being prepared from Blackened, but he stands to lose his beautiful comm center. Beautiful. Is that modeled after... let me think. That is modeled after a real-life building, isn't it? I don't actually know. I've seen this building before in Moscow. Huh. Is it the university building? It's kind of similar. Anyway. Anyway, going for the power snipes here is Blackened. If you know which building it is, please write in the comments, you know, in the... while you're at it, subscribe to my OnlyFans. And ding that notification bell, as the YouTubers tend to say. Smash it, fondle it. Please don't rape it. Rape is bad, okay? Oh god. Is the video gonna get demonetized? I'm gonna lose out on all of 25 cents. Top side, we're seeing a beautiful flank, but the Harvester has been retained. So at the end of the day, nothing coming of it because of the map awareness of Blackened, who has the Radar Dome unlocked, but he's being pushed out of his own expansion. He is going to lose his gem mine once more, and that is going to be a big issue for him. Okay, OpenRA gets to deposit 1 more gem load before finally succumbing here. We're gonna have ourselves a base push scenario yet once more. The right hand side is basically untouched. The FCOM plus the Radar Dome, that's so greedy. Fazzar, my friend. MCV gets sniffed out. Oh, he can block it. Oh, almost so close. No defense ready. That is going to be a problem. There is going to be a flank. What about this side? That's just the Harvester being a bit too cocky. Does he commit to the Conyard? Apparently, no need for doing anything here because the Conyard is going to be sniped for free. That is a very, very bad look now for Blackened. No. No. The Madman has done it again. 2 games in a row. Fazzar being completely unaware. My lord! He stole another Conyard. That is just hilarious. This time around, the War Factory remains intact, and that may be the game changer. Man, those engineers. 57k over 38k, so still yet another sizable lead here. And the power plant being stolen away. Not like this. What is Blackened trying to accomplish with this Conyard? This is doomed to fail. Dead to rights. Speaking of dead to rights, how do you stop this push? I don't think you do anymore. It's got so many rockets in it. It's a really, really scary push. Maybe this army has something to say about it. Let's see. What about the Yaks? Are they gonna be this good once more? Nah. Thus far, not the impact they used to have in game number 2. But it is more than enough. GG is called, and there goes game number 3. This is now a 2-1 lead for Fazzar. We're gonna be back in game number 4.
Battle control terminated. Battle control initiated.
Game number 4 between Blackened and Fazzar. Right now we do have a 2-1 lead for Faz. The Faster, as they call him, as no one, absolutely no one does call him that, by the way. Okay, snake walking forward with the power plant is Blackened, going for aggression, and Fazzar is going snake walking backwards, trying to just cover ground. Oh, we have a faction reversal, and this time around, a Germany mirror match. Oh no. East versus West. We know how this went historically. This map does have a gem mine, but it needs to be uncovered. Eastern versus Western Germany. Alrighty. That is a classic matchup that I haven't seen in 30 years. Yep, I'm this old. Okay, streaming infantry into the middle. Not actually old enough to be conscious about the fall of the Berlin Wall. I certainly was alive during that time, but I was not aware of its political implications back then. Being just a wee lad. Okay, so we're gonna have double ref for both. We're gonna have medics for both. What? No. Also cancel on the medic, I guess. Infantry production has run out, and there is 1 medic for Blackened. Is it gonna make all the difference? Oh, what a nice concave being set up from Fazzar. Take it first blood. Defensive formations assumed. Oh, this is so nasty. Trying for the backstab, and the engineer right now cannot do anything. So he goes to the south. This is really smart, actually. This is... They're all the medic. They're acting on pure game sense, by the way, here. Yeah. There is no intel. My goodness, this is so tense. This is so tense. But a numerical superiority is starting to manifest itself with Fazzar. And thus, the engineer from Blackened takes the Derrick, but is forced back afterwards. So that's fine. Still fine, but he lost a lot more. No! Kills are completely even. I am so dead wrong here. What are we going for? A 6-second advantage on Blackened's War Factory. That's kind of the difference maker in the early game, I guess. But I've watched some competitive Warcraft 3 recently, and man, the margins are ever so small, ever so slim. Sometimes it's about seconds. And this time around, there is so many more rifles than for Fazzar. Blackened has went for early, oh god, early rocket sources, and they're all dying. Oh! Donating over another one. They are 300 a pop. They cost as much as 3 rifles. Just goes to show how cheap AKs are. Oh, one medic being sacked here. Get him to the burn ward. And there's a 1k lead off for this. So what about the economy? Yeah, almost 2k. That is no good showing here for Blackened. He's moving forward with his MCV, trying to get an expansion. But there is Fazzar already transitioning over to the right-hand side, and the army graph is in his favor. Blackened must be careful here, because he does not want to face elimination. Oh, army has been revealed. Left-hand side, what do we have? We just have a lot of harvesters. It's actually only 4. There must be more for Fazzar, isn't there? 3! Blackened is on 3 harvesters. At minute 4, that is quite low. I guess it is a light tank type of game. Sometimes there is longbow games, sometimes there's light tank games. Yeah, we're in the former. Oh, Fazzar's engineer takes away the Derek. Good hustle. An honest day's work with the wrench. Just wrenching the Derek into the possession of Blackened. Oh, Fazzar. Blackened kind of unsure where the attack is coming from. He knows it's brewing. We're 5 minutes deep, so it's not that bad. There is still a lot of time, still a lot of game to be played. 4 harvesters. This can't be good. The cash flow is absolutely stagnant. 4 harvesters is way too low. Blackened has now added a 5th. Oh, in goes the engagement. What a wide front here. Oh, beautiful timing for Fazzar. And the tanks go. Oh my goodness, the crushes! They have literally crushed every single infantry unit. Look at those corpses littering the streets and decomposing within a matter of seconds. Was this already the decider? The counter tanks are trying to connect, but they are not coming in as hot as the tanks from Fazzar. They do get a 20% crush bonus, I believe. It's the scientific term for it in the industry. And Harvester must be pulled already. This is GG. What a savage game. Those light tanks actually making all the difference, putting in some work, and with that, crowning Fazzar the new reigning champion of our AGL Season 16. Congratulations to him, congratulations to all the players involved. Unano and Inno for delivering a highly entertaining series, and Blackened and Fazzar for making it all the way to the finals to deliver us a brutal cutthroat series of 4 games only. Cut a bit short. I would have loved to see a final match, you know, not Silver Scrapes, but the actual final. Game number 5, not to be had, but great games, well played. Thank you for watching. There is more content to come. Please send me more replays. I sound like a beggar. Until then, I'll see you next time. 5 Aces out.
Battle control terminated.